Follow me to adventure!
And we're back again for more adventures with Boots. Me. Hi, I'm Boots. Alright, so now we're doing kind of a fun one. This is one of two different salmon run. What is this called? This is called... I'm right on top of it, so it's making it difficult to point on it. Lowland Shore, Harvest Shore Salmon Run. And so you turn into a salmon, and you go up this river all the way to here. To right underneath the moon camp, or whatever it's called. And then there's another salmon run adventure here, which goes down the river all the way... I don't know, it's like over here, so it might be this way. I'm not sure. It's one of these two ways. I don't remember. But the point is, it symbolizes the life cycle of the noble salmon going up and down the river to lay their eggs. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to lay our eggs at the top of this river. But first we have to say I'm going for speed. So I've done this before a few times. I have tricks and tips again for it. The first one, obviously, I always suggest having the movement speed boost from your enhancement, from your rid of speed. Very important. Next, the other thing... Okay, so here's the very important thing. Okay, look at this. It says, get through the salmon run as quickly as possible without cheating. Okay. So what does that mean? What do they consider cheating? Well, the first thing they consider cheating is... Let me just set that up, actually. The first thing they consider cheating is using a position rewinder. So if I go for speed... And then, oh, wait a second, I can't even do that because... Oh, wait, maybe I could... Yeah, so the position rewinder counts as teleporting. You've been removed from the activity for teleporting. There you go. So, okay, you can't teleport. And that includes the Jade Bot teleporter, and I'm guessing any other teleportation. But what it doesn't consider cheating is eating food and using enhancements. And also what it doesn't consider cheating is... pre-stacking buffs. So I can't really do that much with this thief setup the way I have it now. So I'm going to swap over to my Guardian, who is actually a good pre-stacker of buffs, including quickness and swiftness. Okay, so I'm back with the Guardian, and so I got all my quickness giving stuff right now, so I could pre-stack, I think, 30 seconds of quickness with this now, so that's pretty good. And that's all we really need. Yeah, 30 seconds of quickness to start the adventure. That's what we're going to do. The quickness actually affects the skills, like the leap forward. It makes you go faster, I believe, and the jump and stuff like that. The blub, the quickness does not affect the blub, unfortunately. You would hope that it would affect the glub, but it doesn't affect the glub. The glub, it happens the way it happens. Now, when you use this ability, Dash, it also consumes some endurance. So, you don't want to be low on endurance if this comes up over and over again. So what you want to do... Actually, hold on a second. What is it again? Yeah, it's like a 3-second cooldown. If you keep using it, your endurance does start going down. But, what you could do for your food... Right now I'm using the... what is this? I was doing something else. But instead of using this, you could use endurance food, like the holographic super cakes, or I think the other one you could use is truffle Orient stew or something like that. I forget what it's called. But there's another endurance one that gives you might on dodge rolls, but it also gives you 40% instead of 30% endurance regeneration. Which means you pretty much always have enough endurance to use Dash whenever it comes up. So that's what you should use for this adventure, and that's how you can get a good time. And all that comes down to afterwards is running through it as fast as possible. So let's go ahead and do that now. Actually, I don't have my rid of speed on right now, so that's whatever. That's not the biggest deal. So this is not going to be a perfect run, but I'll show you how it goes. So you gotta jump over this. Oops, I forgot I used glub instead of jump. Number 2 is a jump. So you could use that while dashing, and it'll kind of do a little bit of a forward jump. Also, you can't use your abilities when you're on the surface of the water. So you want to, oh yeah, you want to collect these as well. You can't use your abilities when you're on the surface of the water, so you want to stay in the water or on the surface of the land. You also go pretty fast when you're on the surface of the land, just blubbing around. Don't forget to use your glub as often as possible. It doesn't do anything, but it does make you say glub, and I think that that's the purpose of this adventure. So remember to glub as often as possible. I think your glubs per minute is like maxes out at 20, but you know, if you're going anywhere below 10 glubs per minute, you're doing it wrong. So you're going to go through here, make sure that you get your little bubbles that regenerate your endurance, although with your endurance food you probably don't need it. And then you're going to keep going. So in this version, going upstream, the way you get upstream is you land on these cannons, or you just have to touch the cannon. So the trick is to figure out exactly where you got to be to touch the cannons. See, that took a little bit extra time because you jump up and then down rather than just jumping right into the cannon. This one's a little bit tricky. I usually come all the way up here and then jump so that I could guarantee getting up here. And then this one's really easy to glub glub into the cannon here. You position yourself under the cannon here and it gets you right into the cannon when you jump. And then you just go, basically. You just go as fast as you can. Right now we're almost near the end. We're going to keep going. How much more? One. Oh, we're running out of endurance. There, I should have gotten that ball. So with the 30% endurance, it's not perfect. You want to try to get the balls if you can, if they're not too far out of your way. The orbs. The orbs. Alright. Almost there. This is going to be a bad time because I was showing you stuff, but you get the idea. I told you what you need to know for this. Hey, there you go. And there you go. So, not as good as my other time, but you know, 4th overall today, so that's not bad even while talking to you guys. And look where we are. We are ready for the next adventure right over here. But there's a race underway, so we can't do it yet. So the next thing you're going to see is my fastest time on the first adventure down there. I hope that I'm going to beat the time I just had, maybe get better than 64th overall. Wish me luck. Here it goes. And then after that, we're going to do this adventure, so hang tight. Okay, it looks like we're ready to try out this adventure. So, I'm going for speed again. This is the Moon Camp Covert Salmon Run. Why is it covert? There's probably some kind of history behind that. But same issues. We can't cheat, so no teleportation. Maybe I should just double check that. Just to see. You know, maybe they're lying about this one. No, you can't cheat. Okay. But we can still pre-stack quickness, which is important. Here I got 72 on this one, a 72 overall, which also I think I could beat. So let's show you the run. Same deal as last time. Pre-stacking quickness and swiftness is good. And having the endurance food and the rid of speed is good. So I'm not going to have rid of speed of this, so my time's not going to be very good. But we'll see how it goes. Pre-stack. Pre-stack. Oh yeah, pre-stack. There we go. Yeah. And play. And then we go. So, I don't think I need that bubble. I went out of my way for no reason. Yeah, I'm gonna refine my runs before all this is done, and know exactly which bubbles which orbs I need to go for, and which ones are not necessary. Like, most of them are not necessary, I think, with endurance food, which means that you can just have a very direct path. The tricky thing about this this run, is these waterfalls. So every once in a while, like as you can see, I'm falling pretty slowly in this waterfall. There's not it's like I'm a floaty. It's like my salmon has a feather fall cast on him, and I don't like that because that makes me go a lot slower down those waterfalls. Every once in a while, I don't know if it's my positioning or what, but I'm able to break out of that feather fall and drop for real. I did not do it that time. So I got to figure out what special scenario I'm doing that makes that happen, because that'll save like a good 3 seconds each waterfall, I'd say, if you could just drop like have normal have some normal gravity affect you instead of just featherfall. And there you go, easy salmon run. Not very fast, but not so bad. So I'm gonna grind this off camera. If I figure out what the scenario is that makes it so I could not featherfall off those waterfalls, I will relay it to you in some manner, whether I'm gonna record a little something extra or just write it in that little, title thing before going into the final run. Who knows? Either way, there we go. Those are the 2 salmon runs. Lots of fun. All I could take away from this is that they don't think pre-stacking boons is cheating, right? That's what they mean, right? That since you can pre-stack boons and it says no cheating, that pre-stacking boons is not cheating. Okay, all right, we're agreed. Although I am sad that apparently teleporting is cheating, so maybe all of the times I've teleported in past adventures I've been cheating this whole time. I thought I was just doing legitimate strategy. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.